Welcome back. So the market's trying to sort of gain a bit of momentum on the green side. We are almost 45, 50 points higher. That is the day's high. It's a decent recovery from the lows of the morning, so no taking away from it. There's a bit of a move on a couple of auto stocks. Now, actually, the two-wheeler makers. There's Aisho, which is up almost 2%. There's Bajaj Auto, which is up about 1.5% as well. If I look at Hero, Hero is actually also gaining 0.5% higher, but lesser than the other two. In a bit, we'll get Sonia in to talk about the latest in the two-wheeler segment, because there seems to be interesting competition in the entry-level bike segment, in the under 100cc. And guess what? It's not a listed company. It's an unlisted entity, Honda, which is really stirring up competition in the market. Sonia is now with us. Sonia, tell us more. What is this new bike Honda is launching, and could it be a bother for the listed players?
So for now, Hero, the stock is not really reacting to it. Looks like it's not too perturbed by the competition. But these are initial days, right? Honda yesterday launched a 100cc Shine motorbike. Now, just to put into perspective, the Shine brand of Honda has done very well. It's one of the strongest brands. It's available in the 125cc plus space. But now Honda is entering into the 100cc space. And this is interesting because this is a space in which Hero has #1 market share. And it's also a very competitive space. And it's a space that's not been doing too well because of the slowdown that we've seen in rural markets, in tier 2, tier 3 cities, etc. So this launch yesterday by Honda raises concerns about Hero's ability to retain its #1 position in the market. In fact, the pricing of the Shine 100cc is also quite competitive compared to the current players in the market. Now, Honda, the management spoke to my colleague Santia yesterday, and they did mention that they are looking to increase their touch points. They're looking to get into tier 2, tier 3 cities in a big way. And UBS put out a note where they said that Honda, of course, is a formidable player in the 125cc plus segment. The entry into 100cc bikes with the Shine brand, which is very strong, is something that could destabilize Hero's #1 market position as well. So it's a potential, threat to Hero. But for now, the stock is not pricing that in. Perhaps early days yet. Back to you.
Our aim is because now the global base is also in India, especially rural customers are struggling to get enough strong financial background. So our responsibility to offer more affordable the price with high quality product from our side to rural customers. Last 2 years we studied a lot. So what kind of customer behavior will be needed? What is minimum requirement for quality? So make in India, of course, but constantly in India. So from the beginning to the end. Therefore, now we could show such kind of today's announcement price in front of consumers. Other segment also can be considered more attractive the cost structures in front of consumers, because nowadays all of economical cost on the consumers, the high pressure for their own lifestyle. So therefore, how to make it offset versus the environment changes to avoid additional cost up or price up in front of consumers. This is our responsibility.
Mr. Ogata, since you spoke about rural economy, the condition of Indian rural economy, so my question here is, considering that affordability part, tier 2, tier 3 cities are your target groups. You have already answered that rural India is also going to be on your radar. But considering the current situation of Indian rural economy, is that aspect a cause of concern for you and your product?
Yeah. So therefore
despite the affordability.
Yeah, of course, very difficult to say such kind of, but anyway, tier 1 is mainly the big city or big town. So such kind of consumers has the strong financial background, so they are riding the automobile and the scooter with a bit high price. But tier 2, tier 3 is still town, village, or small city. Such kind of consumers also road condition is not so good. So therefore, motorcycle segment must be they continued even after 5 or 10 years. So therefore, our focus in front tier 2, tier 3. The consumers, they are waiting the Honda product with affordable price. Therefore, today we unveil it. They how to bring this kind of good product in front of consumers with a touch point they cannot find out. So therefore, our responsibility to gradually to increase of touch point inside of tier 2 or tier 3. So they under the main dealers. So that is we are saying associated dealers in a smaller shop. So now we officially they open this kind of concept. So now we have more than 6,000 touch point, but of course it's not so enough. So we continuously effort to make a touch point inside of tier 2 or tier 3 from now.
Right. I also want to talk about the slowdown in the 100cc segment, and Indian rural economy being under pressure is one of the key factors here. And now with the possibility of a weaker monsoon and El Nino effect looming all over us, the view is that the recovery now will be feeble. What I want to know from you is, according to you, talking about the recovery to pre-COVID levels, when do you see that happening?
Yeah, frankly speaking, for my personal expectation is it take additional 5 years to be back to the previous pre-COVID level, because the last 5 years we are seeing a very tough time of automobile or motorcycle industry, especially automobile motorcycle industry last 5 years till now. So now they gradually start up the recovery moment. But I think it's very slow momentum would be happen, because very tough time, the global basis. So therefore now we launch this model. It's best timing in front of them.
All right, that is the Honda management talking about how they see this model really working in the rural areas, as well as some of their concerns with respect to the rural economy and the fact that we are seeing a bit of a slowdown. But with that, we do need to get into a short break now. When we come back, we're going to discuss the market technicals with Kush Bora. It's a very volatile session already. And we'll also bring you some top trading bets that he has at the moment.